but I'll tell you that there's a very good reason why nobody plays this hero.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, Timbersaw.
Yeah, I mean,
they stun him mid-chain. He might be able to chain low ground still. Might get it off. Valqui with the fairy fire. The frostbites go in. The right-click attack from Maiden. Not enough. Oh, so close. Barely alive. While Matthew's being pummeled by dragon slaves. Maledictors on him. There's massive team fight around the bottom bounty runes. Aretes trying to run away with Witch Doctor. And in comes Valqui again. Timber salved up and he wants to battle Panda. The Crystal Maiden is going to be the first death. The only casualty so far. And mingatte just has to turn tail and run. While Witch Doctor is still being hunted. But under his tier 2 tower, he looks fine. Darkmago, he's going for it. Cancels the salve. Do they have any more catch though? They've got a Maledict, there's no stuns. They've not even got roll on the Earth Spirit. Make sure he can't TP back. Oh dear. He's realized he has to commit. The only way back to his lane is through death via the grave. And that tier 2 tower will make sure it happens.
Yeah, and he's got magic stick on the Lina too, so it's not like it costed the Lina anything.
Oh, nice.
So the hunters become the hunted, Gary.
They sure do.
I love that. I love when that happens.
2-0 start, like, the Latam defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Right, what were you saying before that all happened? Lifestealer, not the hero that they really needed? Why no one ever picks the hero?
Yeah, I was saying that there's a good reason why nobody actually plays this hero. It just doesn't really have any abilities. It just has it's just a rage and a heal through infest. Honestly, I can't even remember the last time I saw an infest bomb.
Yeah,
to be honest, because people just utilize this infest just to like try to save your teammates and turn a fight around more than just using it to initiate with.
Yeah, it's become more of like a defensive tool, escape mechanism for the Lifestealer. And of course, saving up his teammates as well. Well, Nick's going to body block up that camp, make sure Witch Doctor can't get any pulls off for now. And Viper has managed to drag that wave around.
You know, I will tell you one thing though, Gary, about Lifestealer. Even the most dog shit heroes in Dota 2 can have a 30% win rate. So,
is that where he's at?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not like a hero is impossible to win with, but you know, the chances of you winning with the hero is very, very low.
Well, right now he's got all the Venom phase boots queued up. What do we expect? Like, Lifestealer's a hero that, like you say, no one picks it. So item build wise, is it Armlet Deso still?
Yeah, I normally see that. S and Y, that's another item people like to go for Lifestealer. Very nice status is this. Also, you get that extra healing going, which is a solid for him. Abyssal Blade is a must. Probably will see Cuirass. No, very standard stuff.
Oh, bye,
Timber. Yeah, and so much magic damage between these two heroes. They got the homing missile, rocket barrage, Nova, and a frostbite. So that armor isn't going to do a whole lot when all those magic damage comes out onto you. Yeah, seems a lot, this Gyrocopter against Timber.
Yeah, it's become pretty popular. I mean, you know, first phase Timbersaw for Latam defenders. Very early pick. You got to know what you're contending with. And Gyrocopter mingatte is going to be able to contend with the pull across, get the neutral camp cleared up, and that wave. At least, I guess Timbersaw's under his tier 1. But they've not blocked up this camp back here. Earth Spirits realized, hang on a second, I've got to deal with the Maiden because she's pulling and resetting the lane. And currently, in that mid lane, pretty even with the Batrider dying and there were like 7 stick charges on Lina that gave her a good start. Batrider's got a decent amount of farm.
I would say this is typically a hard lane for the Lina. So...
Oh, Gyro. Oh, he's fallen foul of that play. Or maybe not, just about escapes. But he was playing aggressively while his support was pulling Theban.
Oh no, I know, these carry players, man. No discipline.
So greedy.
So greedy. But they're very high level though. Crystal Maiden almost level 3. After the next creep kill, they're gonna get that aura up and running. The whole team's gonna need that. Viper's constantly spamming top lane. Mid, you got a Batrider. I mean, their whole lineup loves having this Crystal Mana buff. Crystal Mana? Did you say Crystal Mana? Crystal Maiden buff. Yeah, Crystal Mana buff.
Yeah, this Timbersaw is not happy whatsoever. Homing missile and rocket barrage. Like, they're even considering like diving tower at that point. Gyrocopter.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah,
I think Jara would have lost way too much HP, and then the Earth, Earthspirit would have rolled on him, right, and stunned him, slowed him down under tier 1. They would have got the kill on the Timber, but maybe they would have missed the kill because the Earthspirit would have soaked the rocket barrage damage.
That's true. You're not quite sure where he is because right now Moonlight smoked up wanting that early rune, but it's Nyx Assassin that finds it. And yeah, smoke popped by the Maiden.
Viper top means is vulnerable. Oh, don't get the favorable cast bounce there. They do have the slow though from the frenzy.
The level 2 Ghoul Frenzy. And Oscar, he's going to pop to this one. Witch Doctor, he's not getting the kill. Cucahook's diving to secure the last hit, but now he's stuck under here.
Yeah, he messed up. He really wanted that last hit. Instead, he could have just backed off, let the Maledict get the kill.
It looks like all things considered, he doesn't miss out on anything. It's fine in the end. Panda, meanwhile, gets dumpstered by the Earth Spirit and the Timbersaw. Level 4 Timber now. And Moonlight gets involved.
Guess it wasn't so bad since he was dragging the creep wave along with him. Mingatte!
Oh dear. Double kill for Moonlight. That was a pretty spread double kill. Waited a long time between the Maiden and the Gyro. Yes, as soon as this Timbersaw hit level 4 and that level 3 on Earth Spirit is probably the kicker. I just turn it on. Wait, Timbersaw is going diving for the Maiden again.
Viper top once again.
Oh dear. We've seen this story before.
He's got tangles, he's good this time.
Survives through that level 2 Maledict. Panda doesn't survive. Gyrocopter trying to turn it onto this Earth Spirit and Timbersaw, and he will get the cross kill.
Cancels the Iron Charge as well on the Timber, so Mingatte can try to pressure up the Timber again. He has no mana left. One chain.
One charges, one chain, and off he goes.
God.
Radiant's bottom tower is
He's out of there. Man, these side lanes getting really spooky for the offlaners.
Yeah. Meanwhile, mid is just like a farm fest. Lina shoves one way, Batrider Fireflies, goes to the neutral camps, gets some stacks. There's a big stack on the top side too. Viper's pulling that right now. A lot of stacks. So Batrider might actually consider going for it, but he realizes there's a creep wave going into his tower. And the rune.
Alright, let's Nyx take the DD rune. Yeah, go and CS mid.
Bottle.
And Bat wants to clear up that stack you were talking about with Firefly coming off cooldown in a couple of seconds. And a rotation now from NaNaNa down bottom. Lina's moving in with an Earth Spirit, both smoked up.
Wow, it's a really early 2 smokes here from Latam defenders. They don't have any smokes left after this.
And the Gyro and the Maiden playing very defensively. They'll show the Maiden. Now Gyro's realized he has dodged a bullet there. Crtstal Maiden gonna die to her sister? No, it's the Timbersaw that comes in and claims it for himself.
Viper top.
Timbersaw now, and yeah, Viper on the other side of the map. No stun gaming. TP out. Nyx Assassin's gonna throw his Impale down, and Viper in the fountain should be just fine.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Darkmago just cutting the creeps and farming camps as well. I mean, I can totally see Darkmago as a very experienced Batrider player by the way that he's playing right now. He knows his purpose. Like, he's not aiming to win the lane or do some crazy actions. He's just focused on getting his items, get that boots of travels, so you can fight better and also scale better when you get to that BKB and such.
Well, they have lost their bottom tier 1 because Lina stuck around there. Batrider TP's to his tier 2, maybe looking for a bit of action. There's definitely a big creep wave arriving. But it feels like
Gyrocopter. Mingatte wanted though. Mingatte. Oh,
who's gonna get it?
No.
Give it to the bat.
Wow. Damn, you know who wears the pants on the side of NoPing.
Darkmago dictating which creep waves belong to him. I mean, he's getting stacks as well. He's closing in on the Lina's net worth. He's gonna be a big Batrider.
Yeah, I mean, he's so close to that boots of travels. Like, I never seen a position 2 player TP to the carries lane and take all of his farm.
Good counter on Earth Spirit. Light Strike array on 2 of them though, with Mingatte shredded. That Laguna Blade and Maledict makes short work of the Gyro. Witch Doctor gonna get taken out by Oscar as pretty much everyone from NoPing is in this middle lane. And they're going more. NaNaNa stunned up by the Nyx Assassin. Darkmago doesn't even have to spend lasso here. Just Fireflies over, kills off 3 of them. A short period of time there, as it really is a position 1 bat at this point, sacrificing your Gyro for the greater good. Timbersaw lassoed up mid-chain. He's going to get even more. A disaster for the Latam defenders, giving Darkmago a double kill.
Very early 5-man rotation towards the mid. I mean, 4 kills. Everybody but the Lifestealer died there. Right?
Yeah.
That was 4 kills. Yeah. Or 3 kills. No, 4 kills. Yeah. Okay. Started with the Air Spirit. Incredible.
Incredible. Yeah, Lifestealer just sticking around top, farming away. But it really does feel like Darkmago is kind of... Oh, they're rolling in on Gyro, mingatte. That's a Death Ward Maledict that you cannot stand up against.
Nope.
I
mean, back-to-back deaths.
Yeah, I don't know, this Batrider's taking everything on the map. Gyro is struggling to find anything. They will stun up on the Timbersaw. No lasso, but they've got plenty of damage. That Laguna Blade, though, shreds through the Crystal Maiden. Now the Viper stuck in the middle of all of them while Darkmago trying to make his escape, but Lifestealer has joined the fray. This time it's 3 heroes that go the way of Latam defenders, and the mid-tier 1 opens up for them.
Yeah, the Gyrocopter dying there just gave them a nice opportunity to just chain that into more kills. The Viper also TP'd from bottom to mid just to die. And one of the reasons why Gyrocopter was in that position is because Viper and Bat are really like pushing out lanes hard and taking some of the farm that I think Gyrocopter would like to take. Because he's only level 6, he can't really farm triangles that quickly.
I've been watching him for the past like 30-45 seconds as Moonlight gets picked off by Darkmago, some of that net worth paying off. They're trying to chase Lifestealer away. But Gyrocopter was down near this ancient camp, walking up and down the stairs for like 20 seconds, wondering, do I go up there and farm? Do I go bot? Where am I meant to play?
Honestly, if I'm NoPing right now, I'm giving the tome to the Gyrocopter. Like, he needs this XP so bad. After those 2 kills, I mean, he sacrificed, what was that, like 2.5 creep waves, maybe even 3 creep waves to the Batrider, so he can get his boosted travels and not taking that up for himself. Like, that was his experience to get on Gyro.
It absolutely was, yeah. I mean, he dealt with the Timber and the Earth Spirit the entire laning stage. He needs something from it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the natural move now, though. He can play top, play into that triangle for a little bit. Nothing really to contest him, as the rest of the team, they head bottom. Smoked up Maiden, Vendetta Nyx. Batrider's out wide in the open, though, so they need that kickoff from the Nyx to really land here. Vendetta stun, perfectly placed, and that's a pick up on the Timbersaw. It's if they can catch him, but they don't lasso. Freezing Field will secure it now, but the roll back in with Magnetize. They've lassoed the Lina. NaNaNa with the Laguna Blade, trying to bring down the Batrider, and the Witch Doctor, he's come in. Quick Yule's up. NaNaNa still on 100 HP. The cast comes, but the Nyx has already killed off your mid laner. You need something more. The 2 supports they'll have to do. But you've lost 2 cores in that trade.
Big plays from NoPing there. I think Latam defenders just thought maybe they can turn that fight around, but good call actually on Darkmago not to use the lasso on the Timber. Having that available for the position 2 Lina instead, while also killing the Timbersaw.
Yeah, super good decision making.
Lifestealer has Armlet and maxed out Ghoul Frenzy. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really noticed what's the build people go on this new Lifestealer right now, but it looks like from Cucahook here, maxed out Ghoul Frenzy, 2 into Feast, 1 in Rage, and now he's gonna max the Rage out. You typically don't really need more than 2 levels into your Feast anyway. Doesn't really scale amazingly well.
And I guess if it had been, you know, the Batrider off lane that we were maybe afraid of when that draft was coming to a close, he could go more in Rage just to try and deal with the Bat a little better. Another smoke potentially from NoPing. Yeah, again, grouping up the Maiden and the Nyx. They're making waves. Oscar's going to try and join them close to his Rod of Atos, just 100 odd gold off it.
So these are a lot of smokes into their own jungle and not enough smokes to the top side to help Gyro take the tower.
Vendetta starts it out. Valqui again has the backup of this Earth Spirit with an infested Lifestealer in his side, looking to turn it. Timbersaw, he's gonna die here to the Flame Break, burnt alive by Darkmago. They do trade out for Matthew at least, but Earth Spirit also falling.
Radiant's middle tower.
The Viper and the Batrider so good at standing their ground and just battling.
They should have definitely tried to make a Earth Spirit Lifestealer play on the Gyrocopter top if they were really predicting that Timber was gonna get gone on. Because if the enemy Gyro is so far out, pushing by himself, he's going to be the most valuable kill on the map.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's climbing in net worth. He's got the Possessed Mask, so he can jungle perpetually from here on out. And what's Lina up to? Yules into Boots of Travel. We're going to try and ping around the map a little more, try and match the Batrider's movements. But exactly. Darkmago's going to have a 15-minute BKB. Boots of Travel, BKB Bat. He's huge.
Listen, this guy knows how to play this hero. I can see it just from his movements and how he is farming. Like, he has a clear idea of what to do to make this hero scale. We've seen some other Batriders where they just have like 5,000 net worth, you know, at this minute in the game, or less than that.
We had one game. I can't remember who was playing it.
I know.
Tranquil's Blink. Yeah.
Yep, on a mid bat, that was very sad to watch. 100%. I think right now the net worth Darkmago has is more than what that player ended with at the end of the game.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. I mean, that game ended pretty quickly. It was desperation out of that player.
It's got BKB ready.
BKB back.
It's go time. I decided to mix him invincible against Latam defenders here. And Lifestealer, now Batrider is actually countering Lifestealer.
Because of lasso into
not
rage?
The other way around. Yeah, I mean, if Lifestealer pops the rage, you just lasso him and bring him into your team. And then he's out of position, can't really get out unless he infests someone. So somebody else on Latam defenders needs to go in just to save the Lifestealer, which probably ends poorly for them.
Well, Matthew creating a lot of space. He's in behind enemy lines, trying to courier snipe. Does get rolled on. Quick little carapace there, but the rest of the team, they're striking on the Lina. NaNaNa was not expecting that, and neither was the Timbersaw. Yes, Cucahook kills off Matthew, but what has happened to the rest of your team? Maledicted Darkmago doesn't care about your Death Ward, even if you've got a Shadow Amulet to hide under. And while this is all happening, Gyrocoptor, I mean, he's racing up there.
Yep, he's just been farming for the last, what, 5 minutes now? Nobody has been really contesting him, no smokes, no movements into the gyro, just they keep entertaining the rest of NoPing zeros. They're losing out because of it.
They need to try and create a bit more momentum around this Lifestealer, you know, a hero that definitely can pump out a lot of damage early on. He's got Armlet moving into Maelstrom, so it's not the Armlet Deso, but Armlet Maelstrom coming out here. Is that potentially Cucahook fearing that he's not going to be able to keep on farming as best he can, and needs Maelstrom to kind of amp up his gold income?
Yeah, I think it's good actually, the Maelstrom. I mean, it's a very solid item right now. And later upgrading to Mjolnir and giving him more attack speed.
Which talked to with that Shadow Amulet. He's toying with him, but he'll be the one to die. And a nice block there. Darkmago gets in front of the Earth Spirit, and he'll just chase him down, keep getting in front of him. Oh, a sneaky little kick across there. It allows him to roll, but this bat is just on him every step of the way. Moonlight, you can't escape. Darkmago, he's on your trail, and he's got a double kill. 8, 1, and 5 star.
Darkmago's absolutely crushing this game, now going for the 8th lens. If you guys are Batrider players at home and you're watching this game, this is exactly how you build Batrider, okay? You buy Boots of Travels and then you buy a BKB. Don't go any Blink or 8th lens nonsense, you know, just be a god on the map. Especially when the enemy does not have anything through magic immunity.
Yeah, you just keep running at him like this on the tier 1, straight towards the Witch Doctor. He's under the Shadow Amulet, and they do throw the Laguna Blade, but he's already lassoed up the Lina. Frostbitten, and the freezing field from Pandaboo comes through. They've Yuled up the Lina, and NaNaNa trying to run away, but mingatte not going to give chase. They've let NaNaNa just run back into the trees, while NoPing full retreat, realizing Latam defenders, they're all here. Infest out onto the Gyrocopter now, and they've defended their tier 1 in style.
What are you doing there, mingatte? He was getting so much free farm, and then he's like, I'm bored. Let me go join my team. And it just dies in like the first fight that he shows. I mean, he's still under farm, right? Look at his net worth, like in comparison to the others. And he should realize that, okay, I probably also need a BKB before I can battle. What I like on mid tower takes is when they push top out, and then they go from the back into attacking mid. I don't like this like straight up down the mid lane mid tower takes. It's so one-dimensional.
Need to take his side of the tower as they find Timbersaw, pops his hood. No one charges for him though. And Matthew, he's lining up the stun, but he's gonna miss it. Valqui just sidestepping left and right, but that sticky napalm and Firefly cannot be dodged. Timbersaw, what are we at now? 6, 7, 5. He's got a fair amount of kills, but a lot of deaths on him too.
Man, I don't know. Like, whenever people pick Timber, Bat's like an auto bat. It just is. That's like the one hero that you will hear from every Timber player they do not want to play against. And I really can't believe Darkmago actually managed to get this.
Yeah, all the way through to that last pick. It's the same like when Necro used to be popular. It's like Necro, Timbersaw, we ban Batrider. No matter what happens, just can't play into those heroes.
Top tower is under attack.
Well, it's still grouping up mid. Everybody from NoPing staring down that mid lane. The tier 1 has gone though. Trying to Trying to kick off a fight here, or at least buy a bit of space. Darkmago pushed out top. Mingatte is in his triangle farming. And it will be the Latam
finally,
defenders.
it's time. This is the first attempt from Latam defenders to go into a triangle area.
Make a move.
Will be met with a Nyx.
And there's the Nyx assassin. Vendetta off cooldown in 5 seconds. He's just going to get munched on by the Lifestealer though, and it looks like they're pinging Roshan. Thinking about it, but they're rolling towards triangle now. Timbersaw and Earth Spirit. They've been ditched by their Lina and Lifestealer though. They're going to go diving for a Maiden and Pandaboo. He will be found. No core kills
I
off the
don't
back of it.
think they can do Roshan off this. Lifestealer is just not a Rosh taker, to be honest. He struggles for now until he gets like way more items. I want to mention one thing. I really like Lina's item build. This is actually the Crtstal Lina build. Yo's into straight BKB with brown boots, and then you buy the boots of travels. But he's actually opting for a Lincoln's here. I get the idea. You want it against the Batrider, Lasso, the Nyx mana burn, Crystal Maiden Bite and stuff, but I think you still need the boots of travels first.
Yeah, you're going to be shoving out these waves. You need to be able to join the rest of your team, don't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
the map is just much bigger for you, right? So you want to utilize all of that, and boots of travels just lets you do it.
God, Spirit just rolls away from there. It's also a nice little investment for these int heroes and ranged heroes as well. Like you don't buy Midas, you don't buy Battle Fury or anything, but you've got that gold saving mechanism with the boots of travel. And it also accelerates your farm speed. It keeps you in contention with the rest of the heroes. Batrider bottom, shoving alone, gets away from the roll. I'll just firefly over the trees. Reaction comes in from Latam defenders to come in and hold out against the catapult wave. And that one move by Batrider, you see how much space it creates on the map for everybody else. Because Latam defenders, they're all drawn down bottom, and now you can push out top, you can push out mid, you've got triangle open to you.
Exactly. It's a very nice place. I mean, he knows how to push his limits, especially with this BKB. You can see in all the team fights, Darkmago has just been able to go in and use the BKB only exactly when he needs it. He's holding it as much as he possibly can.
Wait until that key moment. And the Latam defenders not wanting to get on the aggressive anytime soon. Lina, Earth Spirit going to push down bottom. They'll group up, try and defend that Lifestealer who has already cleared through his triangle.
There we go. Here we go. No pink smoke. He's got the BKB on the Gyro now. That's what they needed. Now they can take the fights. Now is a good time for Mingatte to join up with this boys.
And that Nyx assassin, the perfect candidate to move forward, scout them out. Sees the Earth Spirit. They've got a sentry a little further back, but Earth Spirit already immediately stunned up, and that cooldown, massive damage with the last one to the Lina BKB. They've got NaNaNa all trapped up. 2 kills from Mingatte as he comes through with this Maelstrom BKB, destroying everybody in Latam defenders with a triple kill now. Give him the Ultra. Timbersaw stuck down here, stunned up and killed, but it's Oscar who will take that last kill of the fight, because Lifestealer, I guess he just rage TP'd home.
Yeah, he did. He knew this fight was a lost cause. Just had to get out. And you can see the power of these BKBs on NoPing side. Latin defenders just have no chance against this. And Lifestealer is going for a Sanjay Yasha after Maelstrom and then a Basher. Ooh, that's going to be a little rough.
Yeah, it's lots of kind of little like mid-gamey items.
Yeah. And it's already hitting late game right now. Like, look at the battle. It's got an Octarine core.
Of course he does.
He had it before that last team fight. He's just gigantic, man. And now got Aegis on the Gyrocoptor too. They've completely missed their window on Latam defenders to try and shut this Gyrocopter down further after his horrible start.
And this all started with Latam defenders winning the first rune fight, didn't it? Like, Radiant ran up to that dire triangle high ground, they lose out on the battle, go back to their lanes, and it's as if nothing ever happened.
Yep. Especially Darkmago.
Yeah, just mentally reset. Batrider with, like, the fact that he has 4k net worth above his nearest counterpart is actually kind of ridiculous. And he's looking with an arcane rune just to get in on top of this Timbersaw again. Tried the flame break to push him out of the chain.
I mean, this past like 24 minutes is like a perfect example of how you want to be playing Batrider. Item build wise, also how you're like farming on the map when you're joining team fights and stuff like that. It's a
Stealing
great
farm from
replay
your
to do.
position 1.
Okay, except for that part. That part was a bit like weird champ for me, but you know, other than that, I think he's played a wonderful game. Something a lot of people could learn from.
Yeah, spot on. Good replay to go back and watch. Now, he's invis with an arcane rune. My god, the threat. Where are we going? Lina doesn't have Lincolns yet. Nyx Assassin, he gets found by the Earth Spirit Infest Bomb. Carapace and Force Staff away though. They've used up the Batrider, pre-BKB. He's going to pop it now and look for the Lina. Anyone, left, right, left, right, left, right. Who do I go for? Lifestealer. Fair enough, I'll take you. Lassoed up, kill him off. Down you go. Cucahook, shredded.
Telling you, Lifestealer can't do anything against Bat. He's just done for.
You've got a Lotus Orb on Timber now? Does that help?
It could help, that is true, but Bat is always going to click the BKB, I think, before he lassos at this point in the game, so if both of them are being pinned down and the Lifestealer already popped his Rage, that's going to be a problem. He's just going to lose his Rage timing, and whenever Rage is down, Lifestealer doesn't fly, he just runs. That's really the biggest problem with this hero, is so reliant on Rage.
Yeah,
Doesn't have any other ways to fight.
I mean, you said it at the start of the game, right? He has a pre-built BKB and nothing else. He has no abilities that like do anything.
Yeah.
He's a walking BKB that needs to farm items.
I mean, this is what he was like back in Dota 1. Actually, no, in Dota 1, he had 3 passives, and then his BKB was on his ultimate.
Top tower is
Oh,
under
yeah?
attack.
Do you remember that?
I
No?
do not.
Okay.
I can't remember Lifestealer back then.
Yeah.
I don't know, I used to kind of like Lifestealer when, you know, he was Radiant's builder against Phantom Lancer. It felt kind of good. Now, not so much. They grab the Earth Spirit or the Rod of Atos. Some kicks and rolls go in a miss there. NoPing continue that dominating streak for Darkmago as he TP's bottom, helping out the Gyro, who's facing off against the Timbersaw. Aretes there with a cast bouncing into the creep wave, but the BKB from this Gyro doesn't really care about it. Maybe, though, against the Light Striker Rain and Death Wall of Laguna Blade, mingatte will care. Aegis popped. Darkmago still has his BKB, though. No lasso, but it can get in with the Crtstal Maiden and the Nyx. NaNaNa, BKB is wearing off. Batrider, he's in on top of the wall, and the freezing field is huge from Pandaboo. Look at it go as they'll clear through 4 heroes in a row. It's a 5-man wipe. Latam defenders, they can't stand up against that frosty Maiden.
That was even a lasso on a Lincoln's as well.
Oh, was it?
And yeah, it was. They did not expect that, so even without that big spell, they were still unable to win the team fight, especially against his Aegis Gyrocopter. I mean, he's got Aghanim's. He is doing so much damage now.
Bottom tower has fallen.
But Latin defenders need a little bit more discipline. You get that kill on the Aegis, you're gonna have to like reset yourself, because you know NoPing was already on the way there to save the Gyro the moment you've made first contact.
Yeah, that Batrider was instantly TPing down there. 27 minutes in, they're breaking high ground. Tier 3 glyphed up. Throw a cask in there. NoPing probably going to retreat and reset, but Earth Spirit forcing them to fight. Gets himself that good roll on Gyro, but his BKB's back up, and now Moonlight, he's the one out in the open. Still waiting for Lina to respawn, and you've lost your Earth Spirit for 45 seconds.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And NoPing,
Yep.
entire map open up for them. Back to farming we go.
Exactly, they're okay with this. I mean, they can wait for the next Roshan, finish up their Butterfly. Viper has a Solar Crest and a Force Staff for the Gyrocopter. Like, they're gonna be stacking up so many things for this Gyro. I mean, NoPing looks so good today, or at least in this game.
Yeah, they've had their moments, haven't they? Because up against SG, you know, they lost 2-1. I think all their series have been 2-1. They've put up performances, but like series-wise, they've not been fortunate enough to get themselves any wins.
Yeah. But these guys are really playing well this game. Like, I can't even look at Latin defenders and be like, okay, what could they have done differently? What, you know, it's just NoPing is playing well, and maybe Latin defenders draft is just a little ass, right, with the Lifestealer.
The Lifestealer's a little ass. Not going to be working with him again. Bowie, you hear that? This is your first and last Lifestealer game of the tournament. He's done.
Yeah, you pick Lifestealer against the Batrider, but the Batrider isn't even in the lane against you.
How's it just ping the armor? I mean, is Batrider solo killing him here? Is this happening? Rage TP? Okay, no physical damage coming. While near the Roche pit, next assassin sniped out by the Lina and Earth Spirit. They were looking to connect up top. The fact that Batrider can threaten a kill on the Lifestealer in a 1v1 and then he's keeping mid ready to fight.
He's got an Arcane Rune Octarine. His last was on a 1 minute cooldown.
He's got a Shiva's Guard. Where does this man get his money from?
From creeps, Gary. That's how you get money.
There aren't enough creeps to give that much money. He's just making money appear from nowhere.
Well, there's also big creeps on the side of Dire team. They give
those
like
five big creeps over there, yeah?
Yeah, they give like 200 to 500 gold. You know, he's farmed like 10 of them and assisted in 15, so he's a big boy.
That is a hefty amount of gold. Well, nearly scouts the Earth Spirit with the Shiva's Guard too. Pretty close. Could have had that Rod of Atos catch. Crtstal Maiden getting spam pinged. Lina is desperate for kills. Give me something. Pop the Lincolns, Laguna Blade into Glimmer Cape. Batrider's here though. Lina, was this worth it? Because you're gonna get chased. Oh, you just forced a BKB. Crtstal Maiden just forced a BKB because Batrider ran behind her and said, don't touch her. No touchy the Maiden.
I mean, I do want to see NoPing play a little bit more upfront, like on the Latam defender side, in their face. They're starting to do it now. I did think they were starting to play a little too passive into their own triangle area. Earth Spirit's been caught.
Yeah, that's a Nyx Yules. Earth Spirit has his own one. He sends the Nyx skywards. There's no escape though. Darkmago beyond godlike Batrider. There's a lot of farm bottom lane to be claimed. This time, Batrider's like, no. Discipline time. My Gyro wants to go high ground. This is the period of the game you do what your position 1 wants to do. And he wants to kill tier 3s. Up we go. Reach the ramp. Buy back from Earth Spirit. But how do you start this fight? NaNaNa gets Rod of Atos, pop the Lincolns. And Moonlight, he's gone straight in here onto the Viper, but they've got a lasso on Lina, shredding through this. Lina's the Gyrocoptor forcing the self-fuels, Timbersaw trying to battle through it, but a double kill for mingatte. Batrider just full HP, full mana, no big deal, chasing the Witch Doctor behind his barracks. And homing missile, he's going to make sure that he'll hit the grave.
NaNaNa, more like no, Gary. This game's over.
No. It does look like it. I mean, this Earth Spirit is going to slide through the trees, but Darkmago Batrider's on his tail every step of the way. Back into the fountain you go. Don't come out again. Stay in your room. You're on the naughty step. Latam defenders, they give up. NoPing with a dominating performance from Darkmago's Batrider. That was some good stuff. And 1-0 up in his best of 3. I think it's not the first time they've gone 1-0 up.